ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, guys, back at OB's Cards. Took a little while to fully digest the first two episodes of Ahsoka, the new Star Wars series put out by Disney Plus. And I, for one, really enjoyed the first two episodes. Of course, I watched Star Wars Rebels. I've watched everything there is of Star Wars. I've got comics, books. I know all about Grand Admiral Thrawn. And there were some cool surprises thrown in. And after watching it, I decided, hey, why not take a dip into the cesspool that is Reddit and other parts of the internet, just to kind of see what people were saying about Ahsoka. And a lot of reactions were, good. People enjoy it, especially people I think that know the story the best. This is something that they're going to enjoy. Ahsoka is a great character, always has been. Rosario Dawson, who is playing Ahsoka, is a great actress. I loved her in Clerks 2. I loved her in the Marvel series that were on Netflix. She was in Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil. And I think she was in all of them, even the movie, the Defenders movie. And she's been in other great roles. So she's a really acclaimed actress, in my opinion, and somebody that's great to play Ahsoka. She's done a great job of it to this point. The young Blade lady playing Sabine's very good. Hera's character is good. But if you'll notice something, all three of those characters, the main characters in the show to this point, are all women. And there is a problem amongst the Star Wars base, especially amongst the men in the Star Wars base, that goes back to Rey when they start talking about social justice warrior, and they weren't happy with Rey. They weren't happy with Rey's abilities off the bat. They weren't happy with her character. And a lot of people wanted Finn to be the lead Jedi in the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy. I thought he would have been a great Jedi. I love John Boyega. I think he's a great actor, and he would have done, perfect as the lead Jedi, and Rey being a side character almost in that. But that's not how things turned out. And it's kind of like people are throwing out an anti-feminism vibe to me over current Star Wars stuff. And the fact that they're putting women in strong positions, in power positions, and they can fight and they can lead. And I'm sorry, but they can. And it's been that way since the beginning. If you don't understand who Princess Leia was a badass. Princess Leia, could fly the ship, could shoot guns, was a leader of an entire army. She was a Jedi herself. If you've seen the sequel trilogy, she could beat her brother, who was supposedly at the time the best Jedi in the galaxy. She took him down. It was just a very quick scene, but she did best him. So I'm a little upset that so many people just go off about, women this, women that, and Star Wars is going feminine, and they're trying to, pump women up too hard. Like, the United States female soccer team has been probably the best soccer team in the world for as long as I can remember. U.S. women's tennis players, going back to Serena Williams, some of the best ever, Chris Everett. There's Steffi Graf. Steffi Graf is married to Andre Agassi. I think she's from another country, but you could just see what I'm saying here. There are women in positions. Ronda Rousey, for the longest time, was the best UFC. She was as big a ticket at UFC as there was as some of the men. Now, not the biggest, but as big as some of the men. Amanda Nunes right now in UFC. She's a great fighter. A lot of people enjoy watching female wrestlers. Becky Lynch became one of the best WWE wrestlers here in recent memory. So I don't understand the anti-feminism thing. I always believe in equal opportunity, but also believe in equality of opportunity. And now, equal opportunity and equality of opportunity is everybody should get the same chance to do the same thing. And it doesn't matter to me if it's football. If there was ever a female that can throw a football like Patrick Mahomes and can make it in the NFL, I would be fine with that. If there was ever a female that could swim faster than Michael Phelps and she wanted to swim against the men instead of the women, who's us to say no? So to me, it's an equality of opportunity, and it goes back to with what's happening in Star Wars. If you know the stories, the opportunities now only exist for the women that are left, because some of the other men are gone. Thrawn's gone, Ezra Bridger's gone, and Kanan Jarrus are gone. If you watch Star Wars Rebel, you know the only male figure left was Zeb, and Zeb appeared in the last, I think the episode before last of Mandalorian, as just a sidebar. He was just sitting there talking at the bar. So I'm sure at some point he may pop back into the equation, but for right now, it's Chopper the droid and the 3 members of the Phoenix Squad, which are all women. That's who's left. They want to find Ezra. They want to stop Thrawn from starting a war. So if you don't know the story and you just want to attack feminism at its heart, you got to take a deep look at yourself and say, maybe I'm the one with the problem, not Star Wars. So again, I just went online. I seen some of the comments made, and I thought that they were just dumb. However, I will sidebar this. When it comes to equality of pay and equality of opportunity, equality of pay is a business thing of supply and demand. The NFL right now is king. They make, the NFL makes the most money. Their players should probably be compensated better, especially with the way that they're taking on their bodies. But the NBA players, you see that the way that they make more money than the WNBA players. Well, if more sponsors were to sponsor the WNBA and put more money into it and they filled their arenas, then hey, they should make $50 million a year too. But if you don't get those sponsorships and you don't fill your arenas, you get what you get. That's equality of opportunity to me. You're getting the opportunity to play pro ball, then you're getting the equal pay that you deserve based off of the supply and demand for your product. Because professional, sports, those are products. It's a business. It's Star Wars too, though. But Star Wars, the demand is going to, I think, always be there. And I think the equality of opportunity for the women to play in stronger roles should be there just as much as the men. Because, number one, this is kid-like imagination stuff, man. If you can't just let your mind go for an hour and just not worry about what we have going on in our current world and just enjoy something, then why even watch it? I mean, I don't understand it. Why even waste your time watching it and then go online and complain about it on top of that to other people, like somebody's forcing you to watch this and now they're ruining something from your childhood? Well, there are a lot of little girls right now who want to look up to somebody like that. They watch it too. They watch it with their dads, possibly. So dads make little girls. And, those, maybe they want to see their little girl have the same opportunities or an equality of the opportunity to at least do what they want to do. And to me, like I said, I'm tired of the tropes. I'm tired of the crap that a lot of people say about it right now. But I thought Ahsoka was great. I watch Star Wars as a fan, not a critic. I am not a movie critic towards Star Wars. Sometimes I get critical of Star Wars when the stories are bad, when characters are misused. And of course, those kinds of things are where I feel like criticism is due. But I don't criticize over feminism, social justice warrior issues. Like those kinds of things, they mean a lot to me personally. So it speaks to me. And if it doesn't speak to you, then fine. Don't watch it. You don't have to. Nobody's making you. In fact, if you don't like it and you're the majority and people quit liking it and they're in the majority, the demand goes down, the supply will go down, and it'll go away. And you just don't have to worry about it anymore. And we'll just have what we have from the past with Star Wars. But I like more content, future content. I'm the type of guy, the first time I see it, I'm so pumped up to see it that I'm going to pretty much like it almost regardless. Like the first time I saw The Rise of Skywalker, I love that movie. It's not a great movie. I've watched it 2 times since then. I'm not going to watch it anymore. It's just not a good movie. The Force Awakens, just not a good movie. But I like The Last Jedi. I'm in the minority big time there. I've watched The Last Jedi many, many, many times. I love that movie. I always will. You can't make me not like it. I can't make you not hate it. I just want you to know that when you watch something, when you're trying to enjoy something, try to go back in your mind to when you were a little kid and you went to that theater and you watched those movies and you saw Star Wars or Star Trek or anything like that, a book that you read, anything that brought that childlike innocence and imagination and just desire to be something better than yourself. Let that take over and let the other stuff just go, if only for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, however long it is, and enjoy the medium, enjoy it for what it is. And I think that a lot of this stuff would kind of go away if people did that, but I mean, you're talking about something that some people hold very, very dear to their heart, and if they don't think that they're getting what they're supposed to get, they're going to get angry. And in today's age, you get angry, you go right to the internet, and you take that anger out on pretty much anybody. Even stars of a show that are never going to meet you and never care what you have to say about it. So again, you know, like I'm an Idols fan, all is love. And just, I think that's probably the main theme today, is just all is love. You know, stop hating on things just for a certain reason. Take it at face value, enjoy it. And if you don't, just cut it off, man. So in honor of Star Wars, the Ahsoka premiere, we're going to do 2 boxes of Star Wars today. I got the last box of Topps Chrome at the Target. They had it hidden from me. I'm positive they were hiding it from me, because somebody had done a restock, and this was the last box, and I checked and went through all of them. There was Obi-Wan, which I don't want anymore, and there was 1 box of these left too, and everything else was Obi-Wan Season 1. So we're going to open both of these boxes in honor of Ahsoka Season 1 premiere, and I thought it was great. I thought Ray Stevenson as the old Jedi, I thought he was amazing in this show. He was the main male character, and he didn't have a ton of lines, but when he was on screen, he really dominated and was really good. So we're going to start with these first, go with these second. I hope you guys enjoy this pull, and this will be the last Star Wars pull for a while. Rip for a while. I'm kind of over the Star Wars cards right now. I haven't been getting the greatest of ones. So hopefully we get something really good out of here. But again, I hope that you know, you just kind of take away today from anything that I say is just, you know, equality. You know, equality of opportunity for everyone. And that's what matters the most. So let's go and take these cards out. All right, about to open up these cards, but just one more time, just to remind everybody, and this is from Joe Talbot, lead singer of the my favorite group, Idols.
I am a feminist.
Just hear a few minutes of this.
$5 17 hours, 7 days a week.
All right. And by the way, I'll just go ahead and say it. If you don't know what a Tory is, they're a British band, and a Tory is a British conservative, which would be British Republicans. So, like, I don't like to get too political, but I think you can see where he was going with that part of the song there. But as you can hear in the background, since we're going to do some chrome cards, I got to strap on the gloves, bruh. All right. Now, I really hope we can get something good out of here. I think I've gotten one good card out of all these that I've opened. Which isn't saying a lot, because I've opened quite a bit of these Star Wars cards. Ton of base cards, that's for sure. I got the base set, basically. Alright. Nothing there to call home about. I think I've got that Yoda card. We'll hold that to the side. Paz Vizsla gave his life for the cause in Mandalorian Season 3. I thought it was, they really made his character actually pretty cool in Season 3. Whereas before he seemed kind of like a jerk, but he had a warrior's death. That is for sure, my friend. If you hadn't seen that one, it's a great episode. I did not have the loot, now I do. That is one of the cover art cards I don't have, so that'll go over here with Mr. Yoda. And if you're a Star Wars fan and you see some of these base cards and you're like, hey, I'd like to have some of those, just give me a shout in the comments. There's the Luke Hollow. And I'll see if I can hook you up. I know I've got that Wookiee card. And Ezra's lightsaber stylings. Well, there's our gold card, R2, which is a pretty good one to have. Skin Chief, Salacious, Cad. Finally, that's my second Vader card like that. It took me like 4 boxes to get that. And then an Epic Clash. Those Vader cards, I guess maybe they short printed the Darth Vader base card to force you to keep buying boxes to get the base set. R2. Sister Armorer. My first Armorer card. Twi'lek Server on the Hollow. Okay. And a Ventress, lightsaber styles. Alright. Again, nothing really to write home about. Probably shouldn't have picked up the last box, I'm guessing. He was annoying in that series, by the way. I think they always put an annoying character in Star Wars just to keep you from falling asleep. Now, I love that art card. That is beautiful right there. That is beautiful. Great. Alright, and there's another Vishla on the gold. We'll keep them. Kylo. Lightsaber. At least he has his lightsaber out in his. Cassian. Princess Leia. And BB-8 Hollow. And there's another Vader I didn't have. Of course, I love anything Darth Vader. That's pretty obvious to you guys at this point. I've talked about Darth Vader as much as I should, if not more. Okay. Emperor. Fennec. And I know I have that one. Last pack out of this box. Like I said, bud, nothing to write home about. Oh, well, finally. At least we got that one. The Darth Vader on the gold hollow. Of course, it's not numbered, but it is Darth Vader choking them out on the gold hollow. Mace Windu back here. Lieutenant Reed. She's really cool in the new show, by the way. Found out some stuff about her. I won't spoil it. That I did not think was coming. Oop, and the Grogu foil. So that was a pretty good pack there. Not anything I think was going to change the way I think about that one. It was pretty terrible overall. And I'm done with buying the new Star Wars set. I'm pretty sure I've got the entire base set now. I saw some in there I did not have prior to. And it's only a 100 card base set, so I should have it. And now to the Star Wars Chrome. Come on, Chrome, be good to us. Be good to us today, man. Please. Because I am close to having the entire Chrome base set as well. And I see purple. And I see a Grogu. I'm not sure if I have that one. And Tala. Not numbered. A stack of base cards going over here to my right, which is never a good thing. Alright. And this was just the base pack. Nothing good there. And Manga Madness. They're cool cards. Don't think I had that one. Alright. There's History, Mon Mothma, another Grogu, Is there a card in behind that Grogu? No, just that Grogu. All right. And I no longer say Baby Yoda. I just say Grogu now. If you still say Baby Yoda, it's up to you. Whatever, do whatever you feel. A lot of people don't want to hear it, but it's still Baby Yoda to a lot of people. Kanan, Cal Estes. I've got this moniker Jabba the Hutt, and then another Grogu. Grogu cards are popular, by the way. If you did not know, Grogu, I think, is the most popular Star Wars character at the moment. One of the most popular probably ever. R2, Yarrick, Echo, and well, speaking of female characters that people hated, I think Rose Tico probably tops that list. She caught so much flack for that role. I mean, she just read the script, did her lines, and I thought she did a pretty good job for what she was there for. And man, people just were crazy to her online, man. Okay, Luke, Tusken Chief. There's another Grogu and Kylo. All right, so we're getting down to the bare minimum here of what would be in a Star Wars Chrome box, and have seen nothing. And I think this is another full base pack. Yeah, just all base cards, all base cards. And is this one all base cards too? At least we got them all. Yeah, all base cards again. That's another all base card pack. And now we're on the last one. So maybe some last pack luck. Something good's got to happen here. And I think this one is all base too. It is. Ezra. Well, at least there was a Grogu card in there. So yeah, and then those are the other three. So wow. What a terrible Star Wars card rip. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Them's the breaks. And again, I've spoken enough about everything today. Please like and subscribe to the video. And subscribe to the channel. Comment below if you'd like to see Star Wars again. Maybe I'll buy some more Star Wars. I doubt it after the way this went today. I kind of had a feeling this was how it was going to be. So, but again, yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Oh, I should have Bryson back tonight, and me and Bryson are going to do another video too. And then I'm going to change gears and go back to auto racing Saturday or Monday. Tomorrow I've got a lot of other things going on. So again, have a great one. Oh yeah, never fight a man with the perm.